Chapter 9. Lord Nityananda's departure for Nilacala and his glorification by Lord Chaitanya. Lord Nityananda lived in Navadvip, totally merged in the ocean of Prema Bhakti. He inspired everyone to chant the holy names. Singing and dancing for Krishna's pleasure was everyone's only duty. Previously, he sported with cowherd boys in every house of Gokul. Now Nityananda manifested those Gokul pastimes by happily doing Nam Sankirtan. Once, supremely independent Lord Nityananda wanted to see Lord Chaitanya. Taking leave from Mother Sachi, he happily left for Nilacala by the will of Sri Chaitanya. Overwhelmed with prema, he traveled with his devotees through the countryside, singing the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The devotees danced, shouted, and cried with joy as he made his way to Nilacala, merged in ecstasy. In a few days, he reached Nilacala. Arriving at Kamalapura and seeing the top of the Jagannath temple, Nityananda fell senseless to the ground. Tears of love incessantly streamed from his eyes as he called out, "Sri Krishna Chaitanya." On arrival at Nilacala, he remained in a flower garden. Who except Sri Chaitanya can understand the mind of Nityananda? Aware that Nityananda had arrived, Sri Gauranga left all the devotees behind and went to greet him. He soon reached the spot where Nityananda sat in deep meditation. When Sri Chaitanya saw Nityananda absorbed in deep meditation, he was filled with ecstatic prema. He recited his own verses in glorification of Nityananda and circumambulated him. O readers, please hear the glories of Nityananda spoken by Sri Chaitanya. Hearing them makes one attached to Lord Nityananda. Even if Lord Nityananda marries a meat-eater girl or enters a wine shop, he is still worshipable by Brahma. Gauda Hari repeatedly recited this verse with full devotion while circumambulating Nityananda Prabhu. Realizing the Lord had come, Nityananda Swarup instantly arose with awe and reverence, uttering, "Hari, Hari." One is unable to describe the happiness felt by Nityananda on seeing Gaurachandra. He roared like a lion and fell forcefully on the ground in prema. They circled each other and offered obeisances to each other. Then both the lords embraced with love and cried. Sometimes they rolled on the ground with joy and roared, such that it defeated the sound of ferocious lions. The love and affection that they exchanged was like that between Sri Ramachandra and Lakshman. They glorified each other, reciting favorite verses, and offered obeisances to each other with folded hands. Shedding of tears, shivering, laughing, being unconscious, hair standing on end, losing color, and many other symptoms of Krishna prema clearly showed in the both bodies of the Supreme Lords. Only the Lord's most intimate associates saw the wonderful love and devotion displayed by the two Lords. Lord Gauda Hari folded his hands and began to offer prayers to Nityananda. "O Nityananda, you're really Nityananda, eternal bliss. You're the reservoir of the Vaishnavas and your Lord Ananta. All the ornaments decorating you are surely incarnations of Prema Bhakti. You've happily put on the ornaments of 9 types of Bhakti. Your causeless mercy will liberate all wretched sinners. Even demigods, great sages, and mystic yogis desire the devotion you awarded to the merchant class of Saptagram. Lord Krishna, who's glorified by the Vedas, is your property. You can sell him to anyone. Who has the power to understand your glories? Nityananda, you're ecstatic Krishna prema personified. When you do Nam Sankirtan, you lose yourself in rapture. You glorify Krishna's transcendental qualities day and night. Krishna Chandra always resides in your heart. In fact, your body is the abode of Krishna's pastimes. If anyone offers love and respect to you, Krishna never ever rejects that person. After this eulogy from Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda folded his hands and began to speak in a humble way. Although you're my Lord, somehow you're praising me. This shows your affection for your devotees. You can circumambulate, offer obeisances, kill, or save me. You can do anything you wish. What more can I say, O Lord? What do you not see with your divine vision? You're the supreme controller of everyone's mind and life. Whatever you inspire me to do, I'll do. Before you made me accept the renounced order of life. Now you've turned me into this. I left the life of an ascetic, and now I carry a flute, stick, horns, and bracelets. You gave the treasure of austerity and devotion to all of your dear associates, headed by Sri Advaita Acharya. But just see what you've done to me. You've made me leave the life of an ascetic. Ordinary people now laugh at me. I'm your puppet. Make me dance for your pleasure. Are you punishing me or rewarding me? Only you know. By your causeless mercy, you can even make a tree chant your holy names. Lord Chaitanya replied, the ornaments you wear stand for the 9 kinds of devotional service and nothing else. Hearing, chanting, remembering, offering obeisances, and so on are eternally your ornaments. Ordinary people never understand why Lord Shiva holds the king of snakes on his head. From the spiritual point of view, Lord Ananta is the life and soul of Lord Shiva. He always holds his worshipable Lord in the guise of holding a snake. Without knowing the depth of his character, if anyone blasphemes him, then his spiritual progress is checked. I don't find anything but bhakti ras in you. I'm telling you this from my heart. You're fully absorbed in the happiness of Vrindavan as one of the Nanda Maharaj's family members. You've put on various ornaments in your own happiness. A fortunate person, one who feels pleasure by seeing your mysterious qualities, will surely meet Krishna. Stick, flute, garland of gunja, and flowers, and sandalwood paste represent your transcendental body. All the boys who associate with you appear to me as none other than Sridham, Sudam, and others. I have a feeling that all the coward boys of Vrindavan who used to play with you are now here with you. They all have the same mood, the same color, and the same potency exactly like the relatives of Nanda Maharaj. Anyone who loves you and your devotees certainly loves me. Who can describe the 2 lords' glorification of each other? While praising each other, they were filled with ecstatic bliss. After Chaitanya and Nityananda regained their composure, they sat down in a lonely flower garland. The talks between the controller and the supreme controller exchanged there are known only to the Vedas. Whenever Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya met each other, there would be no one else around. By the supreme will of Sri Chaitanya, not one witness heard the blissful talks the 2 lords enjoyed. Knowing the Lord's mind, Nityananda Swarup purposely met him alone. Lord Nityananda always tried to conceal himself, as the Lord did not wish to manifest himself to everyone. The heart of the Supreme Lord is most soft and mysterious. This is the opinion of the Vedas and authorities like Lord Brahma. No one knows him in truth yet. As they are able, they try to glorify him. What to speak of others? This is the verdict of Goddess Lakshmi. The Lord's wonderful qualities are such that everyone thinks that the Lord loves him the most. Lord Nityananda often spoke confidential topics to Sri Chaitanya. He said, I would live the life of an ascetic and worship Krishna by all means. But I don't know why he made me give up that life to carry a stick, a flute, books, peacock feathers, gunjamala, and ropes. It is stated that of all the devotees of the Lord, the coward boys are the highest of all. The devotional service done by the coward boys and the girls of Vrindavan is the result of their severe austerities. Exalted personalities, such as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, also desire this mood. Only a recipient of the Lord's mercy is qualified to receive Vraja Bhakti. Sri Uddhava desires this devotional mood of Raj in the Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-63. I repeatedly offer my respects to the dust from the feet of the women of Nanda Maharaj's coward village. When these gopis loudly chant the glories of Sri Krishna, the vibration purifies the three worlds. Whatever the Vaishnavas offer to Sri Gaurachandra, he gladly accepts. By the mercy of Krishna, all the devotees remain merged in the ocean of transcendental bliss. But sometimes they would engage in mock fighting. Seeing this mock fighting, if a person takes the side of one and criticizes the other, then he is to be understood as unfortunate. All the devotees of the Lord are non-different from the Lord, just as the hands, fingers, and legs are inseparable parts of the body. Still, it is the conviction of all the Vaishnavas that Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the worshipable Lord of everyone in all respects. They always glorify the Lord as the supreme controller, the sole maintainer, supreme witness, and unfathomable truth. One can achieve the wealth of bhakti by the mercy of those in whom the Supreme Lord mercifully manifests himself. Even if the Lord invests all his energies and the quality of omniscience in a devotee, he still punishes them properly when they commit offenses. It is the special feature of the Lord that he never fails to glorify Nityananda and Advaita. Even if these two personalities perform uncommon activities, still, Gaurachandra does not say anything to them. After spending some blissful moments with Avaduta Nityananda, Lord Gauranga took his leave and returned to his residence. Nityananda Swarup happily left to see Lord Jagannath. Anyone who hears the description of the meeting between Chaitanya and Nityananda will be relieved from material bondage. Accepting Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet.